Hey guys, welcome back to Selenium 4 with Java February 2025 batch online training session 2. In today's sessions, I'll cover what are the different operations you can perform on images, checkbox, radio button, drop down box, how to scroll down and scroll up a web page, and the complete extensive study of XPath and CSS Selector. So in the first session, you already learned about Selenium WebDriver tool. What are the different features available? What are the pros and cons, right? And what are the setup is required? So in case I want to give you simple thing, so three important things is required to start your journey in Selenium because all are free tools, so you no need to buy licenses. So first thing is that you need to install Java. You need to set up the Java path and home variable. First thing. Second thing is that you would require IDE like Eclipse. You need to create install it. Simple thing. Then you need to create a maven project with the Eclipse, and in the maven project you need to add the Selenium Java dependency. That's all to start your journey for now. Slowly you will be learning other dependency and other thing, and you'll be learning about the framework. So here we'll be covering like how first we'll cover that you learn about Selenium WebDriver Java A B C D. Once you are comfortable, then slowly you'll be learning how to create a sentence. After that, in the last couple of sessions, you'll be learning how to create a pages. So that is they'll be learning. So but in an every minute details, in case you are able to learn and practice, right, you are able to grasp the understanding thoroughly, it will help you, right, to have the complete architectural overview to gain the knowledge. Okay. So in the last sessions, in the first session I showed you, right, how to create the maven project. So after opening the Eclipse, in case you click on the file, new, right, and then project or others also you can click here, right, and here you can type something called maven, right. You can create maven project. You can click on the next. You can click select create a simple archetype project. Okay, simple project where you need to skip the archetype selection, click on next. You can grip the group ID and artifact ID. I already told group ID is nothing but your organization project specifier, project specifier, customer specifier, and project ID is artifact ID is nothing but the actual project name. After you filling up, you can click on the finish button. Your project will be created. As soon as a project will be created, you will be able to see couple of folders like src main Java, src main resources, src test Java, src test resources, and pom.xml file. Once you open the pom.xml file, you need to add the simple dependencies tags, and in the dependency you need to add this Selenium, right, Java dependency. So in the first one I showed you around I think 4.27, but I mean you can also use 4.29. So for that Selenium WebDriver Manager pack, right, dependency whatever I told, that is no need to use it. Without that you can still proceed with Selenium with Java. Okay, so simply go to the maven repository folder. In case you don't know, so go to the right here, go to Google and search something called maven dependency or repository. Okay, then you can just simply click here. Okay, this is the official site mavenrepository.com, and you can type here Selenium Java. Just type it, click on search, and you'll be clicking on here Selenium Java, which is coming from the org dot right selenium dot selenium hq.selenium, and then you can go to that one version. This is the latest versions, right, came February 2025. I use that one. Copy that one, and under that, right, after that you will be getting the dependency for the maven, and you copy it and paste it. Simple thing is here. Okay, then you just need to add it into save it. So automatically all the jar file will be added here, maven repository, right. You could able to see in the last one I already told, right, Selenium API, right, all this part, so you'll be able to see it. Okay, and you'll be getting all the interfaces, class, method from this particular repository. Okay, after that in the first project I added like one code called like chrome driver, WebDriver manager dot setup dot chrome driver, right, of the Firefox driver. That is not required at all. Simply WebDriver driver equal to new chrome driver will be fine. After that you can maximize window, and you can just navigate to an URL with the help of the get method. So now today I will just close that pom.xml file. Only one dependency is required, Selenium Java, which is the latest version I am taking, which is came in February only, 4.2.90, February 2025. So in the src.test Java, src/test/java folder, you can create any packages. How to create a package? Right click here, right? You select the project, right click here, so select the folder, right click here, new and package, right? And once the package is created, you can go to the packages, you can create a class. So now right now we'll be dealing with Java class. Slowly will be slowly you can learn without like main method. You can still execute your test case with the help of test engine annotations. So I'll be creating a class here. Okay. So for today's session, I can give something called session 2, and you need to select public static void main method, because without that one, right, you will not able to execute anything. This is the main method to start your right coding or execution from this part. So now I'll copy this simple 3 line. Okay, and I'll paste it here. Okay, so you could see web developer interface coming from Selenium, because this is the thing importing, right? Import means from these particular packages the web developer is getting imported. Interface org openqa .selenium.webdriver, and this is the Chrome developer, the class coming from that. Says web developer interface, you cannot directly create the object. This is the driver's object or instance. You cannot create the object from the web developer interface directly, so you need to take help from the Chrome driver in case you want to interact with the Chrome browser. In case you want to interact with the Firefox browser, you need to use new Firefox driver. And driver.manage.window.maximize is nothing but to like maximize the window, and driver.get means you need to pass the URL so that URL will be open in the browser. Now let's try to run it. You can see that particular page is getting open, right? That's all our objective. Okay, apart from that, there are so many things like get title, get current URL, all this stuff I already showed in the first session. So today I will cover one important thing. Okay, that there are so many element locator available, right? I already talked about that in the first session. Because what are the element locator? Because in case you want to interact with an web page, there are element locator available, 8 element locator available, like ID, name, class name, tag name, link text, partial link text, and XPath and CSS. In case for some of the element ID, class name, name is available, you can use them. In case there is a link or hyperlink, you can use link text or partial link text. In case you want to get a lot of other stuff, so you can use tag name with similar kind of name. Okay, in case nothing is working on, these are the attributes still there, or web element locator is there but not working, you can create your own XPath or CSS. So that is the thing we'll be learning today. Okay, so now this is a Google page. So here what is required in the Google page, say you need to say interact with need to get all the web element. You need to get all the web element in the Google page. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to so you need to first identify all this stuff with the tag. So what is the tag? Suppose in case let's press F12 button here, press F12 button. Okay, and in case you go to any of the link, right, you could see starting with anchor link. Okay, starting with anchor link, right? It is starting with anchor link. So that is the way you can just deal with that. Are you able to see my full screen till?
Yes.
Okay. This is the anchor link, right? So it is starting with anchor link. Now my objective is that if somebody is given a task that go to any web page and find out how many link is available, right, in the web page. Okay, so I need to start with anchor link, right? So what I will do, okay, so what I will do, I'll go to my Eclipse here, and this is the web page, right, www.google.com. Okay, so this is the page I am going. Okay, now in case I want to get multiple stuff, right, so what I need to do, so I need to call driver dot find element method, because find element will give you single object, whereas or single web element, whereas find elements will give you multiple list of web element. So simply press driver, that is the object created for the web driver interface, dot find element. You could see these two methods is coming, find element Return type is only web element coming from the WebDriver interface. You could see. Find the first web element using given method. But if you go to the second one, right, mouse it over, so it will be like list of web elements. So what is return type? Return type is list of web element coming from the WebDriver interface. So I'll be calling that one by dot tag name. What is my tag name? Anchor tag within the double quote anchor. And how I'll need to store it? I need to store here list of web element. List of web element, and then I can give some variable name, say links variable name I can give it. Now you could see some error message is coming. Why? Because list and web element is not able to understand. Okay, so I need to import the list. Driver dot find elements by dot tag name. Why it is not coming? Okay, first I need to import the web element which is coming from the Wargid open code Selenium packages. Then I need to import the list, right, which is coming from Java.util package, because list is a Java functionality, right, Java interface, list, set, queue, dequeue, all this stuff. Now I already got that variable, right, wherever I am getting the all list of web element which starting with tag name A. Now in case you want to get the total size, how many link is available, how can you get it? You know the SOISO method is there for printing it in the console, right? Then I can take it, the variable name, so that is giving me the variable but not the exact count. But in case I want to get it, I need to call the size method which is coming from the list interface. So now it will give me the how many links available in that particular web page. You could see. Now it will be opening the Google page and you can get the right total count 25. You can tally it, all the link or hyperlink to 25. My next question is that I want to print all the names whatever way link is coming, right? So you need to use a for loop. Right now no need to worry about that. From session 3 Java will be covered, so you will get more idea, right, once Java is covered starting. So you need to use a for loop, so that is syntax for. Right now no need to worry about that. You will be learning everything from scratch only Java in the Java session. So you need to start with integer sum I equal to 0 colon I less than this size minus 1. Because what is the size? Size is 25. But I am starting with 0. So I will be going till 24. That is why I am covering 25. I plus plus. That is syntax for loop. Okay. Then you can use SOISO method again to print in the console all the link name. And here what you need to do, again you need to call the variable links dot get text. Sorry, not directly, get of I, get of for every I need to dig, right? And then you need to call get text because you are iterating with some for loop. Get text. You could see that will be giving you string. Return type is string. It's coming from the web element class. Web element interface. Now it will work. So that is the way you can use, right, the tag name. Wherever list of web element is there, you could see now it printed out everything, right? 25 link you could see here, about, store, Gmail, images, sign in, all these for Hindi, Bengali, Marathi, all this stuff, right? Advertising, other link. So if you go here in the Google page, you will be getting all the link also, right? These are the link, right? All Gmail, images, search box, advertising, right? Business, privacy, all this stuff. Here also it is coming like that. Now next question will be yeah.
Yeah. So here we have declared links as already web element list, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I print links of I, it should ideally print, right? Because links is already a list. So
Mm-hmm.
links of 0 or links of 1 or basically links of I should print all the
Yes,
text.
links is a variable. This is the variable, right? We are storing in the list of web element. After that, I am calling the size method from that list interface, right? Similarly, also get text also coming to print that text.
Okay, so links of I won't work.
No,
If I
no,
print
no, no.
so
First, you need to get, right? Then after that, you can get the text. Until you are getting the value, right? Getting the exact element, then how will print it? Links and get text will not work because here you are iterating with a I variable, na? So for every I, you need to print it out.
okay, all right.
Okay, then I will show you. Suppose say you already have a link, but your requirement is that, say you have given some requirement that let's open a page and let's print how many link is there, let's print all the text. So that part is done, so this part is done. Now requirement is that, so after that let's click something wherever Gmail is link name is present. So how can you do it? So within the for loop you can use some if loop, right? If I'll be calling the same variable links dot get of I. Similarly, get of I, for every I it will be working. Same way, dot get text, right? So that is the simple thing. I am giving if loop dot. There is a method called equal ignore case, right? Means lower case upper case it will ignore, and in case I am matching with a word called Gmail, that word called Gmail, then what it will do, again same way, as soon as it is matching the word called Gmail, for every I get of I dot click, and I can close that loop, right? Because in case my objective is met, there is no point of continuing. I can break the loop. Okay, then you could see what's happening here now. So that is the way, that is your requirement, that let's click on a link with the word where am I matching. You could see now Gmail what is matching is clicking on the Gmail link. Similarly, you can give the other word, it will matching. Now same thing, you want to print the link. So what will happen? It will try to print one by one, right? Initially it printed 25, but now here it will print couple of stuff. It will not go all. Why? Because it will print starting from the first element, and as soon as Gmail link is available, it is clicking. After that, is not print because I am breaking the loop. So now you could see here the differences. So that is the way you could see. Because say I am giving an example. Say so there is a flat, right? Maybe 30. There is a flat or complex society where 100 flat is there, and you want to meet person X, but you don't know his or her exact flat number. So what you will do, you will be going by block 1 level for first floor, ground floor, whatever way, and will be going one by one, and you will be getting the person name, right? Like A, B, C, D, like that. And after that, in 20th position, you will be able to get the person X. So you are just verifying, discussing with the person. After that, you are moving out from the society. So like till A to X 20 thing will be printed, and as soon when my X is meeting, I am terminating the loop. I am not continuing the other flag. So that is the reason it is breaking out, because I don't want to waste my resources. Because your objective is met, then why it is required to you for the remaining 80 flag not required? Because you are spending the time which is not relevant for you. That is the reason in case my condition is matching, I can break it, right? And that is the way it will helpful in Selenium Java as well. You could see it will click as and when Google link is click matching. Some problem might be slowness. Yeah, it is clicking, right? Due to slowness, sometimes it didn't work. Now you could see in the console, right, how many things printed out. You could see about store and Gmail. As soon as it's matching with Gmail, after that is moving, right, terminating the loop. So that is the way also it can be helpful. These are the couple of scenario, right? In case somebody is asking, you can do the coding that way and you can get the fruitful result. Because that is very important. Might be it is right now tough to get to understand on the if and for loop, but once Java will be covered, then will be get to complete understanding. No need to worry about that. In that way, like you will get to know. Any questions here?
So one thing is, yeah, one thing is there. Whatever you're doing it for tag name equal to A, right? That is the row number 18.
Yes.
Yeah, it is only for the, when you are finding out the element by tag name as
No, not like that. Anything you can get the list of element, right? Suppose say instead of that find tag name, you can use XPath also. Similar type of XPath is there, right? XPath is unique anyway, but ID might be common, right? In case get find of element with the ID as well. In case ID is not multiple element is having same ID.
I agree point, but I'm saying that here it is for tag name as A. We are doing it, right?
Yeah, tag name as A because link or
Right,
hyperlink starting with tag name A, right?
right. Then
That is the
after
way.
that, all these things loops is going on, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah, okay.
Suppose in case your tag name is starting with input, so you'll be getting all the input box, all the checkbox, all the ready button as well. So you can with the tag name any
So
tag.
also, if you change your tag name as B, I think Gmail will not be located. Please, correct?
No, Gmail will how it will come. Link is only
Yeah,
Gmail is
right,
available, right?
right.
Yes. So you can get with other thing also like with say ID. In case the page is having same ID with multiple elements, then you can get multiple elements as well, right? With the same ID. So it will depend on the web page. But that is a simple example I have just tried to give you. Any other questions?
I have a question. The break we have given for the if loop, right? Not for the for loop. So ideally, um, when I give break, okay, once I find Gmail, it will go there, but still the for loop should execute and print all other link names also, right? I understand that it will click only Gmail, but it should print all the other.
No, then you in
Uh,
case you can avoid the break, right? Because here as soon as matching is clicking after that breaking. Within the for you are just giving that if condition. In case you don't want to break, you can just remove the break. That's all.
okay, so the break will break the if condition also and the for loop also.
Yes, yes. Because within the for loop, in case you are giving within that one, if that will be like prioritized. Because for loop will be iterating, right? But here you need to give the condition within the for loop. So that condition is complete within the for loop only, right? So it's part of the for loop, whatever if you are doing.
Okay, all right.
Any other
So if I
questions?
am giving the break outside that curly brace,
Hmm.
like after links dot get I dot click, uh, then if I am not adding break there, but below, like
Ah.
in after 27, if I add break, it will print all the things. Yeah, after this, if you add break, what will happen?
It is it be only printing the first stuff. Okay, because break here outside that one you cannot use logically.
Okay, okay,
Okay,
all right. Mhm.
it is only just stopping that loop, only printing the first part. That is the reason not clicking on the loop,
Okay,
right? It's not going to the second one.
all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Okay, all right. Thank you.
yeah. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Okay, so next one is today's topic, like what are the stuff we can do with the different operation we can do on the images readable on text box. So images sometimes you already seen, right, in the web element, right? Images might be there. Okay, sometimes some images might be some link or hyperlink might be, and if you maybe sometime you can get some properties of the images. Sometime it will allow you to also click on the images so that it will be right, open new window as well as new page as well, right? Might be. So images links are the link in web pages represented by an image, which when clicked by user sometimes navigate to different window or page. So user cannot detect these images with the help of the link text parse link, though link or parse link attached still attached. So better to identify those images with the help of the CSS or XPath. And after that you can click on the images in case link or hyperlink only there. Otherwise you can get different properties from the images. Okay, like different attributes. So these are the stuff similar to I think on the web element, right? On the input box I already discussed in the first session. So let's see. Okay, so I'll be copying, going to the Facebook page. So Facebook, some images there. Okay, so say this is my Facebook page. Okay, this is your Facebook page URL, right? This is the image. Okay, so how can you get to know? Right click or press F12 button here, right, and go to that element. You could be finding it starting with img or src tag, right? That is called image. So it is image, and you can get something, the properties. Copy. You can get some default XPath or CSS. This is the default XPath or this is the default CSS, right? Selector. That is called CSS. So I will copy the default XPath. Okay, I will try to go to here, web element, say Facebook image. That variable name I can give equal to driver dot find element by dot XPath, and default XPath I can give. Still sometime work. In case not working, you need to customize our own way. Okay, so it is not recommended to use default one. Better to use customized one. You can just simply open and copy it here. Okay, and you can just yeah, sorry, that image already there. Now its link is not that, it's just kind of static images. You cannot click anything, so you can get the different properties. What are the different properties is there? Class, src, alt, all the properties is there. So you can do after identify the images, so you can just print out all the right. What are the way you can print it out? I already told. That is the variable name you can give. In the last one you already seen. There is a method called get attribute. Dot get attribute. Simply type. You don't need to remember all this stuff. What you need to provide here, right? Attribute name. So you will get the return type as string, which is the attribute value. You will be giving string format. So what are the different thing I want to print out? Class. Okay, similar way, whatever other thing is there, alt, all this stuff I can print it out. So that is the way I can deal with images. Okay, what are the other stuff is there? Alt class is there, src is there, alt is there, right? Src, I can print alt. So that is the way I can print it out. Now let's try to run it and see in the consoles what are the things printing out. Okay, so we will try to identify the element Facebook, which is the image started with img. Now you could see this is the coming. First is class name. So if you go here, what is the class? FB underscore logo and at the rate img, right? That is coming. What is src? Src is like this one, starting with like hoca dot sbg. You can see this is the src. And what is the alt properties? Facebook. So that is the way you can verify. After that you can give some loop or you can add some assertion. That will be learning slowly, and that is the way you can verify that whatever objective is there is meeting or not. Okay, that are the different stuff. In case link is image is having some link or hyperlink, you can click it. After that you can open new window, so you can validate that whatever new open window is there, the title or the current URL is matching or not. That is the way you can still verify with this link or hyperlink in case image is having. Okay, now next one, two important things I'll be covering. What are the different operations we can perform with checkbox or radio button? So forget about automation. So what is the thing we can do on the checkbox and radio button? So in case the radio button is there, right, what we can do? Okay, so radio button will be only unique selection you can do. So say 4 option is there, only you can select one out of 4. Say you are selecting one. Okay, after that if you want to select other, automatically first will be deselected. Whereas for checkbox you can select multiple. So in case you are clicking for the first time it will be checked, in case you are clicking for the second time it will be unchecked, third time again checked, unchecked, like that is the way. So what are the thing you can check, right, for checkbox or radio button? First thing is that you validate whether the checkbox radio button displayed or not. First thing, definitely for every or element you need to first validate whether displayed or not. After that you can check whether is enabled or not. In case not enabled you can click any operation, check or uncheck. After that you can validate whether it's check or not by default. Otherwise you can click. For radio button it will be checked only. And for checkbox, if you click for the first it will be checked. If you click for the again second time it will be unchecked. So that are the different stuff you can do on the checkbox and radio button. So I will be showing you. So this is the side you can go through. Okay, let's go to Eclipse. Let's comment out all this code. Let's copy that thing, URL. Now what are the way we can do? Okay, let's press F12 button again here, F12 button from the keyboard, and let's try to mouse it over to any of the radio button. What is the thing is coming? You could see again tag name is input, type equal to radio. So that is the way you understand radio button. In case something tag name is input, type equal to text, it means text button. In case something tag name equal to input, type equal to checkbox, it will be checkbox, and name equal to waveform, like ID equal to VFV, like 107-1. Let's copy it, that ID part, ID only. Okay, and let's press Ctrl F and paste it here. Okay, so you could see 1 of 1, right? Only one element is there, it's highlighting also, exact element. So that is the way you can understood that your ID is unique. So now you can do whatever operation you couldn't do. So always your web element identifier should be unique in the page. In case multiple is there, right, there might be some problem. You cannot do all the operations. So here what I will do, again I will be storing something called web element. Okay, say radio 1 variable name equal to driver dot find element by dot id. What is the id is coming? This is the id. I can give it simply within the double quote. So my element identifier is done. Now what are the stuff I can do? SOISO radio 1. First I will check whether displayed or not. So it will be giving the boolean value is displayed. You could see is coming boolean, return type is boolean, true or false, right? Second I will check whether is enabled. In case it's not enabled, we cannot do any operations. And then I can check dot is selected. No, by default it will be false. So here it will be true. Here it will be true. Here it will be false. Right? And then you can try to click here. Dot click. So now it will be clicked. My first radio button will be clicked. And after that, in case you want to check again after clicking is selected, then it will be true. That is the different way you can validate your steps. It will be true now. Okay. So let's now try to execute the code and see what's happening there. Okay, you could see it's got clicked. Okay. Now you could see return type here. But the first one is displayed, yes, displayed. Is enabled, yes, true. Is selected, no, by default it was not selected, nothing was selected, so false. After that you are clicking on the radio button, now it is selected, yes, selected. So now you can do all the operation for the other one. You can create a variable called radio 2, 3, and that is the way. And you can click on the other, so automatically first one will be selected and second one will be selected. So that is the beauty. You can do different operation for the radio button. Similarly, in case you want to do for the checkbox, say I want to check for the checkbox, checkbox one variable name I can give it. Okay, so let's mouse it over. Okay, for the checkbox and let identify the properties. What is the ID is there? This is the ID, common, definitely it is common here. Let's copy it and let's paste it here and see it's one of one or identifying the element, right? It's the left pane you could see is identifying with the input, right? So it's unique only. So I can create it with that particular ID. Okay, now I can change the variable name. After that I can click again here. So I can give some wait time, thread.sleep. Okay, so that you can understand whether check is happening or not. So as and when you are giving some for the initial starting point, you do want to understand that your code is working fine, you can give some wait time thread level, but the real time it should not be there. So as and when you are using thread.sleep, you need to surround so with some try catch block or source declaration, you can need to give it exception. Okay, now after that again if you just click on the checkbox, right, after that if you want to check whether selected or not, so it will be no, right, false. So see my code. So I am first creating a variable checkbox with the identify unique ID. Then I am checking whether it's displayed or not, enabled or not. Similarly it will be true. By default it is not selected, so it will be giving me false, right? And after that I can click on the checkbox, so it will be checked, and after that it will be checking, it will be giving me true, checked. Next time again I am waiting for some time and clicking it, so it will be unchecked, and after that it will be giving me false. So that is the way your code will be work. Let's comment out all this part, radio button part first for now, and you can get an idea on the checkbox. Now let's save the code and let's run it. Okay, so we'll open it. It is checking the checkbox. Wait for 3 seconds. It will uncheck the checkbox. Yes, you could see in the UI. Now if you go to the consoles, you could able to see first true. It should be displayed. Again enabled. Yes, true. By default it is selected. No, I just opened the page, so it is not selected. It is giving me false. After that I am clicking on the checkbox. So after that it is selected. Yes, after clicking on the checkbox it is selected now. True. After that again I am waiting for 3 seconds and I am clicking it. It is unchecking. And now if I want to check is selected, it will be giving me false. So that is the way your, right, you can handle, right, with checkbox or radio button in the Selenium WebDriver. Any questions? I will take a pause here. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm good.
Okay, others?
I'm good, sir.
I'm also good.
Okay, cool. Let me open it in no other place so it might help. It's actually good. Okay, so we'll go to the next slides. What are the different way you can handle drop down? So these are the already kind of method is coming from the WebDriver interface. But in case you want to handle the drop down, there is no specific methods are available in the WebDriver interface itself. So in case you want to deal with the drop down, so you need to write, create an object for the select class which is available in Selenium. So Selenium already providing select class which has some predefined method for handling drop downs, which will help user to work with the drop down or drop box. To handle drop down and multi-select list in the Selenium, we can use, right, select class and different methods available in the select class. So in case you want to select by visible text, right, you can use the method select by visible text, select by index, select by value. If you, after that in case is multiple selection option available, sometimes it might be there. So you can deselect if you want to deselect it, so you can use deselect by visible text, index or value. And if you want to deselect everything after selection, so you can use deselect all methods. So sometimes some page might give you, some page only having your only one time selection, only one option you can select. Some page might give you multiple option to select. Okay, so what is the way first you need to do? So let's go to a page where we can select or deselect, right? This is the page, ready page, where you could see there is a lot of drop down called country, right, or city. Okay, so I'll just first open the page. So you could see format is getting changed. So no need to worry. Press Ctrl A. Let's go to the source and do format. Automatically formatting will be done. Now I need to change the thing, right? And I need to identify the element first. What is the way I will be identifying the element? Let's press F12 button again here and click here. So you could see it is a select tag. I already told. In case it's drop down, it will be starting with select tag. Right. What is coming here? ID equal to country. So definitely that should be unique in the page. Press Ctrl F B. ID equal to 1 by 7. That is fine. But you could see this ID is country underscore ID. So go one by one. Okay. This is like not there. This one is HID underscore country. Okay. This is class country. Okay, and this is name country, this is ID country. So ID country is unique in the page. So country word might be not be unique in the page, but ID equal to country is unique. So I can take ID equal to country is unique. So I'll create a web element, country drop down equal to driver dot find element by dot ID. What is the ID name? Just simply copy it here, paste it here. Now what you need to do? You need to use select class. So what is the way? You need to use select class. Okay, or you can directly use it. Okay, without that one. Okay, you can directly use it. No need to create the web element. Okay, so I'll be creating something with the help of select class. I can give the variable name equal to new select. Okay. In case you are not creating directly, you can give the reference number. So I can here just let's use it, the first word. That's fine. So that it will be easy. Step by step you could understood. Say country. Countries, right? New select. And here you can simply give the reference country top down. That will still work. So okay, whatever error message is coming, so because here whatever written I have, like it is nothing but driver.find element, which is nothing but the web element reference only. So why error message is coming? Can anyone tell me? Because this is the error message.
Country is not used yet.
No, because it will be warning only, not the error. Because that select word is not able to understand, right? Eclipse. Why? Because that relevant thing is not imported class, right? We need to import it. You could see select is coming from the Selenium, not the Java properties. Java class, right? Is coming. So you need to import the relevant class. Now it's done, right?
So one query here. This, so you are importing the packages of the classes.
Yes. The class is coming from the packages.
Packages, right? So you're importing the package, right?
Yes, because that is the way class will be synced in your code.
In the code, right? So
Yeah.
code is nothing but
That is your
package
class.
name.
That is your package name, and that is the class.
Right.
That is the interface, right? That is your package name. Okay. So
So when we have added the dependencies, what we have done potentially?
because
I
you are
was
importing
thinking
the whole Selenium jar file,
Okay.
and within the jar file you will be having multiple packages, and within the packages you will be having multiple interface of the class. Within the interface or class you will be having multiple methods.
Okay, so this select is not part of Selenium class or method.
Yes, it is from the Selenium jar file.
Okay, but we need to explicitly mention the class
Mention it,
and
right?
create those.
Its jar file is there, but in that particular class you need to import exact thing, na?
Okay.
But it is coming from the project jar file only, but you need to import in the relevant class. So that will work.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Now you could see this is the country variable I have created with the select class. If you press dot, you could able to see whatever I am talking about. Deselect all, deselect by index, right? All this stuff. Now try with select one. So just press S
This is the
countries
object
dot
you have
select.
created for select.
Sorry.
So this is the object countries you created from this class.
Yes,
Right?
object or variable or instance, right, from the select class using
Instance.
select class.
You should
Now
be using
all the method is coming from the select class. You could see here
select class.
coming from the select class, not from the Selenium WebDriver interface, because these methods are only residing in the select class, right? So select by index, so it will not return anything, it will just do the option, right? So select by index. Okay, so how indexing will work here for the drop down field? So you could see this is the tag select. Now if you need to expand it, hmm, you need to expand it, right? Select, you could see now, right? So starting, what is the first word is India, so index will be 0, so it will be index will be 0 1 2 3 like that. In case size is n, so it will be n minus 1. And the second one is value, you could see the value is 99. And text, this is called text India. So three way I can select. I can give indexing, I can use value, select by value, I can use select by text. So let's, I want to select say Angola. So what index I need to use? 0th index, first index, second index, third index, right? So in case I am giving third index, so it will be selecting Angola. So it will select Angola. Okay. Now I want to select say Angulia with the value, so I need to give the value as 6. Okay, I can give some thread dot sleep time, so you could understand during the execution how that is happening. So again I'll be giving dot select by text, visible text. What is my text? In case I want to select Antarctica, say visible text will be 7, so I'll be using 7. So my Antarctica will be selected here. Within the double quote I need to give 7, so Antarctica will be selected. Okay.
But visible text is not 7, right? It's just 7 7. Okay.
Yes, but that will printed out, so that is the way I've just given reference. Okay.
That is label. Okay.
Yeah. Now again, if you just call last one dot select by text, right? Value is there, visible text. So what is the visible text? So these are the text visible whatever coming. So in case you want to select say Australia, you need to copy that word visible text, and so automatically it will be selecting Australia.
But one thing here, if you are giving visible text as 7, then how Antarctica will come?
Sorry.
Visible text is 7, right? It is value then. For Antarctica, it will be value, right? Not
Yeah, sorry, it will be value, select by value dot select by value. Yes, exactly. Yes, select by value, and it will be select by visible text. Okay, now let's try to run it. So this is the three options available. You understood or not? What is the way? Indexing I told, in case 10 this there, it will be starting from 0 till go to 9 one by one. Here whatever way is showing in the web element, right here. So sometimes in case you are having small word, then you can use small list, you can use the indexing as well. But in case is having very big list, better go with the select by value or select by visible text. Okay, so I have just tried to show you all the way. Okay, now let's try to run it. So first it will open the page, first it will select Angola, right? You could see country drop down, 3 second Antarctica, after 3 second Australia, right? That is the way you can, right, select in case you want to check multiple. That all option I showed, but in case you want to select only one option, you can use only one, either any one. Okay.
I have a query here.
Hmm.
This is correct, but sorry. Obviously, this is correct. The thing is that can you make it on a dynamic basis? random values.
No, how it will be? Indexing you need to
That is
give.
like okay. Dynamic values you cannot do it right in while doing the
No,
scripting.
you can do it, but you need to give that value, right? Okay, 1 second. I'll be covering one more stuff here so that you can understand something.
So if we give the value in the console, then is it possible?
Yeah, you can give some condition as well the value. So I'll be showing you. Okay, what is the way? Other way you can just handle it. Okay, there's another options available called get options. Okay, so say whatever country list you are doing. Okay, there's another option called available called get options. You could see get options, right? Get fast selector option, all this stuff. These are very rarely used, but get option you can use. Coming from the select class, again it will be giving you list of web element. Get options. Okay, so I need to again store list of web element and say I can something called country list. New variable name, because variable name should be unique anyway in the page. And now in case you want to get the same way whatever I have covered in the last one, right? Size, what, how many list is available, dot size.
That's right.
Same exact same thing you can try. Okay, for
Same
you can use the for loop.
loop, right?
Yes, for loop if condition you can give, right? And print also it will still work. If you want to print also, so same exactly same way you can do it.
This will be huge.
Yes, 248. Okay,
But
suppose say now I'll be doing, what are the thing I'll be doing, I'll be simply same thing I will use it, right? For loop, say I'll copy it here, same way I'll be doing it. So that is the reason I've covered it. That is the stuff. So what I need to do here, instead of that one you need to something called country link. Instead of link you need to use like that.
there's some stars up there.
Yeah, that. Okay, I think it will be work now.
But anyhow, if you give that Gmail as a key, right, it will ignore case like that. It text you are giving.
No, it will not be
That
Gmail, it will be given Australia, right?
no,
No.
I'm saying that. So
Yeah.
anyhow, if
No,
you are doing this also, but better.
uh, it will not click here because it is not clicking, right? It will, you cannot click. You can only just print the list, right? It should not like all this way. You can only print it here. So let's remove this code. Selection you cannot do it. Selection you can only use this option, three option,
Right.
visible text and other stuff, right? So these are the part I can still use to get the list of text as well. What are the text available along with the size. But selection only these are the three options. Select by index, visible text, or right, yeah. Select by value. So it will take huge time to print all the stuff, right? You could see it will be printing one by one. All the thing will be printing, right? 248 thing is got printed, right? All the options. Okay, whatever way it's there, same way it will order
And
print out.
it is as per the from it starts from the zero index, right?
Yes, zero the index, right?
Hmm.
Whatever way it was there in the HTML file, right? Based on the indexing. Sorry, in the web page, right? Whatever way. So what is the way it is there? So say this is the way, right? It is starting. Whatever way HTML configured, that page is developed, right? First one is India, second one is like American Samoa, third one Andorra, Angola, like that. Same way. It will print same way. You could see same way. India, American Samoa, Andorra, Angola, all this stuff, right? And that is the way your drop down also will be there, na? You could see. Because these are the drop down and that is the way it's coming here and that is the way printing also here, same way. In the last, alphabetical order is there. Last is West Bank, right? It's coming as West Bank.
So is there any way to print the index of a country in random?
Yeah, you can print, right? Instead of some other part, right? Yeah, you can give it try. Maybe in case you want to
Okay.
print only that particular stuff. Okay, so matching is something is there. You can give it try. That will
Okay. So
might
that
work.
that can be homework.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So that is the thing you can play around a little bit. Okay, just need to understand. Okay. So this is the different stuff. Okay, is available. Okay, yeah, not all the team will be using it, but after that, once you want to learn more, you can just do the kind of R&D. Okay, but let's focus purely right now. Otherwise, you'll be again confused with so many things. Okay, yeah. Any questions from here? Because this is very critical item. You will be dealing with that, right? You'll be struggling here to handle this part. Okay. Next part I will go how to do the scroll down and scroll up page. Why scroll up or scroll down need to be there? Sometimes a page is there, right? Sometimes page does not fit in your browser. It might be right, like left, big page. Okay, suppose this is also page. Let's shift the page. You could see the page is not fitting right here. You could see sometimes similar way some pages might be horizontal while scroll bar might be there, vertical while scroll bar might be there. So you need to just move it, right? Suppose say this is the thing is the privacy link or term and condition link I want to click, but it is not coming in the 100% zoom. So I need to move my right scroll down little bit. So that is the reasons, like you need to scroll up or scroll down a page. Okay, so scroll bar allows user to move around screen in horizontal and vertical direction, both the direction, if the current page scroll does not fit in the visible area of the screen. It is used to move the window up and down. To scroll using Selenium, user need to use JavaScript executor interface, which is coming from the Selenium, and which will help you to different way, like scroll down, scroll up, scroll to some pixels, or maybe moving to the exact element, and then you can do the operation, so that your script will never fail. In case sometime it is not visible by your 100% zoom, it might fail, because within that particular time, first time it is not able to identify the element. There is a probability to failure. That is the reason always you need to just fit your page and move to the element exactly, so that you can interact with the element. Okay, so this is the same page. Again I will be walking. I will just commenting on this line of code. So first thing is that I will be creating an object for JavaScript executor. Just type JavaScript and press enter. Control spacebar. So you could see it is coming. JavaScript. So interface I. It is coming from what is open code Selenium. It is the interface. You cannot directly create the object. So I can create an object, and then you can click something called JavaScript executor. So you need to typecast with the driver object, which is coming from the Chrome driver. So I'll be typecasting. So that is the way you can typecast driver. In the class object you can typecast. So that is the way you can still do. Interface you cannot directly create the object. Now in case you want to move some pixel, right? User can scroll down a page by some pixel with the help of the scroll by window or scroll by method. So what I can do, I can simply copy it whatever way it's there. No need to worry about, just copy the sample step. It's common only. So I need to call that variable. Okay, so execute script asynchronous method, then window.scroll by 0 by 100. So this is called x-axis and this is called y-axis. X-axis is nothing but horizontal wise, and y-axis is nothing but the vertical wise. This is called pixel. Okay, in case your page is still not visible, also scroll bar is available horizontal wise, you can use x-axis, and y-axis is for vertical. So that is the way you need to do. Now let's try to execute the code. Let's see what's happening there. So it will first open the page and it will move vertically your page by below down 100 pixel. You could see, right? Some pixel it is vertically down. So that is one method available. So in case you want to horizontally down, also up, left or right side, you need to use that x-axis. So plus sign means it will down, minus sign means it will be up, and x-axis wise plus sign means it will be horizontally right side, it will be moved your scroll bar. Minus sign is left side horizontally. So that is the way it will work. Next one method is available,
So
which in case you
let me
want to,
ask you over here.
sorry.
Sorry to execute. I'm sorry to interrupt. This JavaScript executor is the defined language like this syntax.
Yeah, that is the syntax they have developed. Okay. So execute skip is nothing but the method, and this is the different other method you need to deal with that. So that is the way they have developed. You no need to worry about other stuff. So that is the thing you need to
Okay.
understand. Okay. So you no need to use other stuff as well. Okay. So you need to just understood. In case you type something in the Google, you can also get it. Okay. Exact thing you need to give it. Okay. Wherever I have worked, I have used the same thing only. I did not change anything. So users can scroll the web page to a particular bottom of the page directly. In case maybe your page is like you are not able to move some Excel, you want to go to the bottom of the page to identify some element, you can directly go to the bottom of the page. How? Same line you can use. Exactly this line you can use so that you can go to directly at the bottom of the page. It will go directly to the bottom of the page. You could see now if you open it. Okay, it will go bottom of the page, right? Till bottom of the page is going. So that is second option. Sometimes this might not be helpful. So my page is there in the middle, so I don't know how many pixels, and even I am going to the bottom of the page, sometimes it's not work. So third appropriate option is I am showing, letting you know all the options, whatever way is required you can use it. The last important option is that instead of all this part I want to go exactly to the element, and then I can do the operation, so automatically find it. So how can I do it? So I need to first identify the element. Suppose say I want to click on some page, right? This particular link I need to click. So just click inspect. So this is the link, right? So you could mouse it over. So privacy link I need to click. You could see this is the link anchor starting with, and this is the exact word text. So I can identify the element first here. Say privacy link. That is the variable name I am giving, equal to driver dot find element by dot link text. That is the way I identify the element first. Then I can use the other code, right? Whatever code is there, just directly mapping to the element. JSC dot paste. It will not work. Why? Because you need to give the variable name here. Exactly. So now it is going to my exact element. After that, I can click on the element simply so that it is going, so there will be no failure. So that is the way. This is the last option, very useful option you can do, so that your page is not visible, element not visible. This kind of option will not error will not come whenever you want to execute your script using Selenium. Now let's see what. Sometimes it might work. It is not like that your page might not be visible complete. It might work, but majority of the time it might fail because in the your normal whenever be opening, it is not visible. It is going for the next scroll bar. Now you could see that button is click, right? Privacy policy link click. So this is the three options available in the JavaScript execute interface, where you can go to some pixels horizontally, vertically, right, up, down, left, right, or you can just go to the bottom of the page directly. Or better option is that first identify the element, go to that one wherever that link or element is visible. After that you can do any kind of operation. So this is the three options available.
Now one question is there. What is the difference between row number 21 and 22 line number?
21 and 22.
The 21 is you are finding out the element.
Element, right? And 22 I am just calling that element, right, to moving my cursor to the element.
But is it required if you locate it, you can directly click on that, right?
How I can, because I cannot locate it because it is not visible 100% zoom. Then how I locate? Tell me. It is not coming with the 100% zoom.
First time it will not come out in the screen, right?
Yes.
You do that, find it.
So I need to move my page. That is the problem.
Okay.
That is the reason we are using, right? Because scroll bar is available means it is not ending here. In case only scroll bar is available, these are the thing will be used. Only scroll bar is there, either horizontally, vertically.
Oh, otherwise Selenium will not work on
No,
this.
otherwise this thing will work. Normal thing will work. That directly identify the element. Because here you could see this link is not coming directly, right? You need to scroll down the page. In case this scroll bar is available, these are the thing you need to try. Otherwise, your script identification, the element identification might fail. Got it or not?
Okay, but once you scroll, then only you will identify, right?
Yes. That is the reason I am scrolling down. Right? Scrolling into the element so that it will be visible. And after that I can click it.
Okay. So even though the element is present in the screen, if you do not scroll down,
Yes.
then it will not link it, right?
Right. How it will identify? Because it is not there, right, in the 100% fast screen. Only in case you are scrolling down, either bottom or to the element or some pixel, then your element is visible. After that, it will be clicking.
Yeah, so basically, is it like to perform an action, you should see that?
Right.
Is it something like
There is a element.
Suppose say you are just, entering a flat, but there is a 3 room, right? Okay, so from the dining you can see maybe one room completely. Whoever is there, but other room you need to go to the other side. You need to maybe walk couple of steps. Then you can find. So I am just walking couple of steps. So the element is visible. After that I can have a talk with you, interact with you, right? That is the way. Okay. So now two important topics I'll cover is like XPath and sales selector. Okay, so why this thing is required? So we already deal with the other 6 element locator, ID, class name, all this stuff. So what is the problem? So sometime few of the element there might not be any ID, name, class name, link text, partial, nothing might be there. Okay, or something sometime it might be there, but still it will not work. Then you need to rely on XPath or CSS. But better to go with, instead of default one, you need to create your own XPath or CSS. And because in case you are not able to identify the element, right, you cannot do any operation. Okay, so XPath is defined as an XML path, which is syntax or language for finding an element on the web page using XML path expression. XPath is used to find the location of any element on the web page using HTML DOM. DOM is nothing but the document object model structure. So XPath in Selenium is a technique which will allow you to navigate to the structure of the web page HTMLs. Okay, so let's see now. So 3 XPath is available. One is relative, absolute, and partial. I am giving you a simple example. Okay, so myself Aradhan, I am from Kolkata. I am staying in some, right, say Rajarhat area. Okay, so you are persons like you are staying in Delhi. Okay, so you need to meet with me. So I given you all the address and other stuff. Okay, so you told that you will meeting me on maybe next Sunday. So what you can do, from your home you can come to airport by like hiring a cab. Then from the airport you can come to the Kolkata airport. After that you can hire a taxi. You can come to Rajarhat area, and then my exact road name and then my society name. After that you can enter to my block, floor and flat number, and in the room then you can just come to me. So that is called absolute XPath. Starting from the origin and you are going to the destination. Okay, so that is absolute XPath. So absolute and partial XPath might not work in real time. And from the absolute XPath you can create some partial XPath. Say you are already in Kolkata, so no need to travel from your home to Delhi airport to Kolkata airport. You already came Kolkata, so you can come Kolkata anywhere. You can hire a cab and you can come to my place, so that your partial path still works. So that is called partial XPath. By why this XPath is not useful? Say today I have given you reference all this stuff. Okay, but nobody can guarantee that for that particular day, next Sunday, I can be here in my society or in my flat. Nobody can guarantee, because I can have some emergency or I can have some other plan, priorities plan. I forgot your commitment. so I can move out. Okay, so instead of that, right, in case coming to my flat, you can tell me, you can call me, and you can take my live location. Okay, so you can come to Kolkata, or you are already there in the Kolkata, so you can take my live location, and then you can reach me wherever I am there for the time frame. So that is called relative XPath. So that you can create something from some base thing which is not getting changed, and then you can reach to the element. That is the way.
Hey, hi, Aradha.
Yeah.
Can you please repeat the relative expert because my internet was not working?
Okay. So relative XPath is that. So suppose say, right, I already given my address, home, all this stuff. But that particular day I forget that you will be meeting me, right? Or I maybe have some other emergency, so that I will be moving to other place. Okay, within the Kolkata or outside the Kolkata. But that day, right, you can take my live location. After that, you can reach out to me easily, wherever you are, so that you will be never fail to reach me. So your element identification will be always correct. So that is the way its relative expert will work. So that you are starting from something and you are just getting to the exact thing with the exact navigation, which will be not be failure. So in real time here, it will be starting with double slash, and in the absolute expert, it will be starting with the single slash. So absolute relative expert always preferable to deal with, and you need to create your own customized relative expert for handling the web element identification. After that, you can do any kind of operation. Are you clear with the example?
Yes.
So this example just always thought, okay, always remember, so that you will never. Partial expert might be not able to find, but I've tried to still give him the example. All this stuff. So always try to remember with the real time example, so that you will never fail to remember. Right? You no need to go through all this stuff again and again. So you can have some basic expert, right, with ID, name, class name, all this stuff. We can use contents word sometime. We can use, in case something is not working, we can use or and multiple stuff. We can use some stake task to it, start with. This is the way we can do it. Okay. So these are the symbols. I will covering it. What are the way you can give it? Slash slash. Right? Tag name, then third bracket @ attribute name equal to within the single quote value, and you need to close the third bracket. In case you want to start with contents, you need to use contents keyword @ and sub thing. You need to or use either or. In case you want to use and operator, you can use and. You can, in case it is starting with text, you can use the text or start with. Okay, I'll cover everything, no need to worry right now. And then CSS. So CSS is similar to XPath only, but it is much faster. You could able to see, we can easily write CSS. So sometimes question will be coming that, like, what you will be using, CSS or XPath. So your answer will be anything. So you can say that, like, I can use whatever my organization follow, whatever my customer requirement, whatever my project demands, but CSS is much faster. So everything CSS and XPath is having some drawback, pros and cons as well. Okay, it is much faster, it is more readable CSS, and most of the project might use. Some of the project might use XPath only, they don't rely on the CSS. So that will depend. But objective is still same. In case something is not working, other element locator, you can either go CSS or selector, XPath. So what is the basic difference between CSS and XPath? XPath is more complex than CSS selector. CSS selector is much easier to write, and it's much faster compared to XPath. Okay, so in XPath you can use text keyword, but CSS selector you cannot use the text. Okay, in CSS you can use ends with as well, but XPath only having start with and contents. In CSS selector you can traverse only from the parent to child, but XPath you can go from parent to child and child to parent as well. Okay, now I will show you default XPath and CSS. I already showed you, right? For any element you can use the default one. Okay, but default one sometime might not work, so I will be showing you what is the reason for creating the XPath using the XPath. Okay, this is the web page. Say I want to enter something in the full text, right? Full name field. Okay, let's comment it out. Okay, so let's identify some element. Okay, so let's identify some element called mobile number or full name. Let's press F12 button here. Let's again inspect the element full name. Starting with input tag type equal to text, name equal to something like that, right? Name equal to name this one. So I can identify the element with name. Name is available. Name is available, right? The name is an important web element locator technique. So I can use the name. So say full name, variable name equal to diver dot find element by dot name. Let's give it. Then what I can do, this is a text field, I can enter some value, say Haradan. Okay, so will my script work? Can anyone tell me?
What is asked?
Yeah, it should work.
It will work.
Just click na, then will pass. No?
Okay, let's see. So before running, that is the reason I started asking. So name is element locator is available and value is available. So I will try to run exactly with same thing I have given. Exactly, you can double check and run it. So why I am trying to cover that way, so that you could understand the pain and you can identify. So you could see it's not entering any value.
You need to click it first, right?
Clicking but not entering. By default it is clicking, because on always it will click on the first element. That is default. Okay, you could see error message. What error message is coming? No element exception, definitely. Right? No such element exception. So whenever you are getting something no such element exception, the objective is that either element whatever thing is there, that is not one or that is not perfect. Why it is not perfect? Why I have given? Why?
It's not unique.
Sorry?
By name, that value is, there were multiple.
Yes, because in the name itself there is a two component. This is the name section, which is static part, but other one is dynamic part, so it will change every time. So that is the reason it will not come on. It will change every time. It will vary from session to session. Every session it will change. Then it is not unique. Right? That's the problem. And now let's understand the pain here. Yeah, I will let you know. No worry.
So
I
we
will.
have to identify this kind of
Yeah, whenever something is there, right, with some what other alphanumeric part with after something, that means you can understand easily that static dynamic part, which will be changing every time. Okay, or you can run it after that your script will fail, then you can understand that something is not working actually. No such element exception with the reason code, right? Because it's not unable to identify the element, locate the element, right? So you could see there is no other thing is also available apart from name, right? Then how can you create it? XPath. So what is the way you need to interact with the element? There is no link text, because it is a variable field. There is no other ID, right? Tag is there, but tag you cannot interact here. Lot of tag is there. So what is the best way? So you need to go with XPath or CSS. So by default you can use that whatever command, but still it will not work, right? Whatever is thing default XPath CSS, it will not work. So what is the way you can create XPath? So okay, simple thing. This syntax you can use. Tag name, attribute name equal to value, but here it will not work. So I will show you the other page. So this is the page. This is the email field. You need to create XPath. Okay, simple thing, it will work here, because here ID equal to there, name equal to there, tag equal to there. So you can press Ctrl F, give / tag name. Tag name, what is the tag name? Input. Right? Tag name. Then you can give third bracket, and you can give @ whatever attribute, any attribute ID equal to within single quote, say email. In that one, you could see one of one, right? That simple thing sometime might work. / tag name, @attribute name. What are the attribute available? Right? Attribute is available. Okay? Attribute equal to ID and value equal to email. So that is the way I am given, right? That is the way it will work. Sometime in case it is not able to uniquely identify, so you need to give and, means in case both is common only then it will work. So what is the way you can use? Give and at the rate name equal to, you could see 1, right? And means in case both the combination is working, so suppose say here we are 2 person is there, right, with names of with the name suppose say A. Okay, so 2 person in case I am suppose say giving a name, so Rahul. 2 person is here, Rahul. One is Rahul Jasbal, one is Rahul Jain. So in case I am asking, hey Rahul, are you able to understand? So both of you might be right. Responding. So it is not work with the same name Rahul. But in case I am saying that Rahul Jain, are you able to understand? So you can understood easily that I want to talk with you. I am asking from you. So you can give that here name equal to Rahul, first name equal to Rahul, last surname equal to right Jain. So both conditions matching, then it will only work. You can use or, means either anything is matching it will work. So sometime one thing might get changed, unique might get changed, but I am giving use or, so that one attribute might get changed but other attribute still remain same, so it will still work. So that is the way you can use or. Okay. Contents you can use for some of the stuff, and link or partial link is also use, sorry, text also you use for especially for the link. Okay, so say I want to create something link. So what is the way I can create XPath? Tag. It is starting with the anchor tag. And what is the text name? Forget and password. So what I will do, I will start with anchor tag. Anchor tag. Here third bracket. Here no need to give at the rate sign. You could see here difference. Text equal to the value. Text you need to give some bracket equal to, exactly same thing you can use whatever written. You could see 1 of 1, right? So that is the way I can create my own XPath. So you need to understand what are the way we need to create it. Then you can work. Right? So this is the way I showed you. Start with, okay, tag name, you can give anchor here. Right here you can start with, give something called starting with. Starts with at the rate attribute. Here it will not work, but other thing might work, other of the stuff. So create a account, this a button, right? Okay, what is the stuff? Create new account button. Okay, this is the class, right? Start with. I can use the only starting part. So this is the anchor tag again, and here I can give something called starts with exact keyword. Sorry. Here I can copy that path, only starting path. Starts with, exact thing you can just type it out. Start with at the rate attribute. What is the attribute? Class. Start with first bracket at the rate class. I think comma, it will be comma sign, not the equal to comma. Within the first quote I need to give the starting with part, because class I already told it might not work in case space is there, right? That is the way you can use class. Bracket, bracket. What's the problem?
Starts. Yes, starts.
Yes, you could see, right? At least you are able to identify the element, right? Okay, so that is the multiple, maybe multiple class name is there. You can give other part also, right? This part you can give it, or you can use contents. So instead of that one, I can use wherever no space is there, might be I am using like that. This one which contents means either starting, ending, that does not matter. In case that word is made there, right, it will be identified. So that you can just play a role little bit. You could see, you can use the contents word. So you need to understand what is the way you can create uniquely. So all the ticks you need to give, because XPath is very tough always to create. You could see contents is coming, so it is highlighting that one. Who is there, but you need to identify what is the unique way you can create. right? Or maybe you can use anchor link. Okay, I can create with some other attribute. With the suppose say this is a button, right? Sorry, this is login one. Say login one. I want to create this one. It will be create something called, you can give a button, right? Instead of anchor link, you can give button. You could see one is coming, right? So that is the way you need to try play around. What is the way you need to uniquely identify the element? That is the way I can show you. But here now let's go here. Okay, whatever problem was facing. Okay, with that first name. Okay, so this is the name. What is starting in input is input tag. So I'll press Ctrl F / input tag. Give third bracket. It was same way, right? At the rate, sorry, starts with. What is the attribute? Name, comma, starts with name. You could see one of one, right? Able to see? One of one. So name is not a dynamic, static. Now let's copy it and let's use it in the code. Instead of name, you can use by dot XPath. And let's see whether it's working or not. Okay, now let's see. It is getting entered, right? That is the beauty of the weightage of the XPath selector. That some of the these are the other element located still not available, right? But it is also available but not working, so that is the other way you can give a try.
So just a quick thing. Here, by XPath in the code,
Huh?
we have written by XPath and starts with a name. Yeah.
Yes.
Here, yeah. Line number 19 starts with the @name.
Hmm.
So.
Name is the attribute, right?
So
And this is
yeah,
the start
if
value
you
starting with
use,
name. Yes.
got it. I got it. So if you go back to the UI,
Huh?
if you just go back to the UI and check the second one, like choose a Rediff email ID. So if you check the property of that, what will be the name there?
So you need to identify the value element, right? After that you need to check the properties. It is ready mail. Okay.
So it doesn't have name for that field.
No, it will be having some other properties, right?
Okay, it is not same for all the fields.
No. It will be having some other properties. Suppose say here you can go here, mobile name, right? So in case something is not working, you can go with the style one, right? Which is common, right? Anything, any property, which is common, right? On blur, anything. You can combine multiple stuff as well, right?
Okay, got it.
That is the way you need to combine. Okay, so that is the way you can deal with the expert.
So actually, we can build it in the inspect element, inspection console it seems, right? Whether it is unique or not. That will take it and put in our script, right?
Yeah, when we search, if it is just showing one,
Okay,
we
that
can
will
put
copy
it in.
that. Yeah, we'll put it there.
Okay, sorry, what is the question?
Actually, we are saying that we can validate the XPath here on the extension.
Yes, right. You could see here. You can just, that is the reason I am showing you. You can validate XPath here. Press Ctrl F and then type your XPath and automatically enter. In case it's not valid, it will not show any element. In case valid, you can see multiple element or one element. But your objective is to find out only one unique element. So that will highlight uniquely, right? Whatever
Do
way.
you suggest to use XPath or to use CS Selector?
Whatever. But CS is much faster, I will show you. But CS sometimes it or not work all the cases. You can go with the XPath. Either CS or XPath, anything. Whatever is working for you. That's all. whatever simple way.
Now you'll be moving to CSS selector, right?
Yes, so CSS I'll be going it now. So this is the same thing with the CSS, whatever way I showed. Okay, similar way. In case you are having ID something, you can simply see what is the best way you can create it. Okay, you give tag name, hash, and give the ID. So this is the ID is having. Say, this is the having ID. How to create the CSS selector? So tag name is input, right? So no need to give slash slash. Simple input, give hash id equal to mob number. You could see how easily I can create the CSS selector, right? Uniquely also visible. In case you know the id, you can give tag name hash id. In case you know the exact class name without dot space, you can give tag name dot class name. In case otherwise, you can give html tag name attribute equal to value. So say I know the id. So simple, no need to give third bracket. Other stuff. id equal to value. No need to give first bracket also. Single quote also. You could see how easily you can create the CSS. Right? Now let's take the CSS selector. And let's try to enter something in the code. Directly I can enter. Find element by dot CSS selector, right? And here you can give the simple one directly instead of creating the element, web element, and dot send keys again. So I can give send keys some value, mobile number, like that, and I can enter. Let's try to run it. Okay, you could see mobile number also getting into the CSS selector. Now similar way, other way, right? Whatever I have already covered here, that this part. Then start with, end with, contents, and multiple also you can use. So let's go to the other pages, or maybe this one also. So that will vary. It will need to identify what is the best way you can do. As soon as you working, that experience you will get it only. It is not like that you can learn in a single day. That are the tricks you need to identify by yourself. What is the best way you can do it? So say I am going here. Yes, it will take some time. Right? What is the best thing you can do? Okay. So you can just create here, right? What? Say here I am clicking something called text. Okay. So start with, end with you can use, right? So again it's starting with button. So give that one simple thing, button is tag name. In case you want to give start with, right, you need to give that sign. Okay, equal to starting part underscore 42 ft. Starting part equal to that part. I can copy it. It might not be unique here, but that is the way, right, I can give it. But you always your objective will be to get it unique. Okay, sorry, button, no bracket, I think. What is that? Okay, tag name attribute equal to prefix of the string. Okay, attribute you need to give. What is the attribute? Class. Prefix of the string. Why it is not working? Okay, within the bracket here you need to give it. That's it. I think so. Okay, name input. Not required at all. That's fine. Let's go to the other one. So this is the mobile number I want to use. Let's keep something. Okay, it's starting with input tag. And what is the id? Id is starting with mob number, right? So what I can do, I can use id or name, whatever way. Maybe just go to the mobile number field. You could see name starting with mob number, after that some numeric value, right? Which is not common. So mob number is starting with, right? So input, after that I can give name, then sign equal to mobno, then I can close it. You could see one of one, right? Starting with mob number. Okay, in case I want to use something contains exactly what is the thing I need to use, star substring, so you can use star. So starting with means complete starting part you need to give, but contents means anything. I can remove the mob m part, but still it will work because it's containing the middle part. Anything starting, middle, ending. Ending means you need to give the exact ending one. So that is the way you can give it try, play around. So it will be work, right? You could see it's working. So now if you just replace it,
it is considering the attribute actually here.
yes, attribute
That
word.
is attribute.
Either starting with means exact starting part, either ending part or middle part. Content means anywhere it can there. So sometimes starting part might be common for 5 different elements, not working. Ending part also might be common, but middle part might not be common for a couple of elements, which is static, not the dynamic one I am talking about.
So there is only three attribute, right? One is type, one is name, one is ID, right? Nothing else, right? Style and all those will not be attribute, right?
Yeah, those are all attribute. You can use it, but it should be common, right? Okay, so you can try to create a XPath with the style, not be a problem. In case it's across the work, it is working. It is common. Exactly that part also need to take. Okay, so what is that style? Okay,
Star is there, no? Something.
no. Tag equal to input, attribute equal to value of the attribute.
ID also style. I'll not go for it.
No, it is not style. Actually, it is value style, right? That one complete attribute name. Okay. So say let's takes the one max length. Say
So that was 12. Mobile feed was 12. This is something else.
no, I'm just telling you that any of the attribute you can take.
Okay.
Okay.
No, right.
It should take. There is no
No,
hard.
my question is that do you consider this as also an attribute or you will keep like that?
Yeah, no, these are attribute also. It should take, right? Multiple thing you can do. Okay. Attribute equal to value of the attribute. I used not all the one, but couple of stuff I have used it. Yeah. So here type, right? You could see. Yeah, right. This is not an exact thing, right? This working still, right? And after that you can give multiple other. Okay, say name equal to mob number. Okay, what is the? No, I'm just saying whatever is there. Okay, it's ID, not the name, right? Yeah, you could see now one by one, right? So it does not matter that you only have to name ID or this part class. You can use other attribute also. So it will depend. Sometime it might work. So you need to just play around. Okay, but you need to always identify the unique element.
Okay.
Okay, so I will repeat it once more. After that, in case you are having any questions, I will take it up. Okay. So images part I already told. Sometimes images can be static. That is no link, hyperlink associated. So you can identify the element. So always you need to identify the element first. What are the way with different element look at a technique, id, name, class name, XPath, all this stuff, tag name. In case something is not working, right, you need to always go with XPath or CSS. Anything is fine, there is no predefined rule. Whatever way you can create uniquely, easily, fastly, you can need to use it. And definitely based on your organization, right, or customer needs or process, you need to follow it. Okay, and you can get all the attributes. Radio button and checkbox I already told you can first check whether enabled or not, visible or not, right, or selected or not. After that you can click, right. For radio button it will be click. For checkbox, first time it will be click, second time it will be unclick. Okay, and select class is already there through which you can select a drop down with the help of indexing, visible text or value, and you can deselect all as well. There is a get options available to get all the list of drop down field. You can scroll down up a page in case your that scroll bar is available, your page is not fitting in that default one. And XPath and CSS path, better to always take that relative one instead of the absolute one, right. Absolute is nothing but the traversing from the parent to child, right. So and parcel is nothing within the parcel part, but it's starting with single slash, but it might fail most of the times. Always try to create your own customized XPath bar, your own. Okay, and XPath and CSS I already told, right. You can use and operation or operation, starting with, ending with, right, text. Okay, ending with not available in the XPath, or contains what. Okay, and or, but for CSS it's much faster, it's much easier to write. There is a end with, start with, content, but there is no text options available. Or you can use like in case you already know class name id, you can easily do it with the hash or dot sign. Or you can use also or operation as well for the CSS. Okay, so that are the different stuff I have tried to cover. So in the session 3 onward, 4th session will be predominantly covered on the Java, basic to advanced Java. Like you will be learning all the basic Java collection framework, like Java ops concept, multi-threading part as well. After that again I will cover one more session on the Selenium WebDriver. Then we will have two more sessions on the test engine framework, and then last three sessions will be on the data driven keyword hybrid framework and the BDD only. So that is the way your session will be there. Okay, so that's all guys from today's session. Thank you.